Hey everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and welcome to this week's weekly mental health check-in. I don't remember what number we're up to, so at 8, 9, 27, I don't know. No, I know it's not that much. I think I'm going to actually start calling these whip-in chats or mental health check-ins Just Breathe, because I feel like that's what we all need to remember and we need to be doing with our lives. Before I get into talking about how my mental health has been this week, I am going to share what I am working on. So this is Pisces Teacup from Hazeleel Art from Bella Art Diamonds. Let me see if I have a picture to show you the whole thing. And oh, yes, I do. Okay. So this is the artwork. I started this on February 23rd, and I've just been working on it off and on. But that is what it looks like. I have two Pisces in my family. My husband is a Pisces, and so is my oldest daughter, Samantha. So this teacup actually represents two members of my family. I have done the Leo teacup. I did that back in December. I don't have any Leos in my family. It was just pretty, and I wanted to do all the teacups. So Cancer and Aquarius have been released. They are available on Bella Art Diamonds. She's actually doing a sale. So any of her diamond paintings that are currently in stock in the US are 20% off until further notice, I guess, or until she sells out. So it cannot be a pre-order. It has to be in stock, and it cannot be an international outside the US. But just to give Bella Art Diamonds a little plug there, I am using all Bella stuff today for my Bella kit. I have the Bella bag holder. I think this is the 28 one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, 16 times 16 is 32. So this is the 32 bag holder. I did just keep it. Those kits come in Ziploc bags. I just kept it. I was out of storage at the time. So I'm doing that. I have swapped out for some Bella Sparkle Dust for a few of the colors. So I do have that out. I am using my Rose Gold Bella Bubble resin tray. This wax holder and cover minder and tray are not available anymore. They were part of the spring mystery box. So this is my cover minder. This is my putty holder. I have my putty in there. I am using rose mud, fresh cut grass, my Bella tray that I'm going to dump my drills into for the spring. And I have my little pitcher trash minder that comes with the tray. And then I'm using a pen from Enabler's Outpost. This is my dolphin pen, and I figured since this had fish in it that it kind of went, and it's got some similar colors. And then I'm using an 8-placer and a single placer from Diamond Art Club. So I think that's all of my gizmos and gadgets. I've been working on this section here, so I'm going to try and get this done. So this is one of my whips, like I said, from back in February. And my plan is to work on these. I will not be finishing this month because this is going to be my entry for the Space Diamonds event that she is hosting next month. So I will be working on this while working on kits for my event, Just Breathe 2024. There is a link to the event page down below. It is my mental awareness, suicide prevention, diamond painting event that I am doing on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also participate via email for those of you that are not on social media. This is my first time using rose mud for a canvas. I did use it earlier today. I filmed my side project Saturday for next week, or this upcoming Saturday, I should say. And I used it for that. but now I'm going to actually use it on a canvas and see how it goes. I really enjoyed using it on my other project, so I don't foresee having issues with this one, but I will get to see how it works with some ABs and stuff. And let me get some in my single placer, because I do use putty in my single placer. I know a lot of people don't. I do, and I don't have any problem with it. Put the lid back on that. All right, and I think we are ready to get started. So let me pick out a color here, and we will get started with talking about how my week has been. It's been a roller coaster week, which I know you guys probably hear me say that a lot, and that would be the case. Some parts of this week were pretty good. Friday was a really good day for me. No, sorry, Thursday. Thursday was a really good day for me. So that was probably the best day of the week that I had. There's just a lot of things that are going on. This upcoming week, I will officially receive my last long-term disability check that I have been approved for. I am waiting redetermination. I only get paid through long-term disability once a month, so I wouldn't be expecting another paycheck from long-term disability until around May 22nd, 23rd. But I haven't heard anything yet, period. Like, I haven't heard that they're starting the process or anything else, and it's kind of unnerving. I did receive information today, actually, regarding my Social Security disability hearing that I'm having the end of May. And I got to review all of the documentations as to why I was denied previously. And it's kind of BS. They gave a list of jobs that they're claiming I would be able to do. And there's no way. I read them off to my husband, and he's like, are they high on crack? You can't stand. So like, one of them was to be a cashier, a grocery clerk, a kitchen helper. He's like, they all require you to walk around. They all require you to use your hand. How do they, and they all require you to interact with other people. How are they not understanding this factor? So I don't know, but it's one of those things that is 100% totally, completely out of control, out of my control. I have no control whatsoever on how these proceedings go, how these decisions are made. And I just don't know. I don't know how this, I don't know how it's going to go. And it's very scary, because we cannot, under no circumstances, can we survive without me having income. It's just not physically, it's not financially possible. We would lose our house. Sorry, I need to readjust the release paper because it's blocking part of that row of drills. What did I do with my cover minder? Oh, there it is. It's just not, Okay, where did the there it is. It's just not physically possible. It's not financially possible for us to survive without me having any sort of income. So I don't know what we're going to do. I am sticking fast to this plastic. So I don't know what we're going to do. And like I said, unfortunately, I have no control over it. Anyone who knows me, my family, my friends, my doctors are all just blown away that it has not been approved thus far. How just simply based on my physical issues that it hasn't been approved. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And it's really scary. It's really, really scary. So that I've been trying not to worry about it, but I can't help it. It is right there in the forefront of my mind. And I don't know. I just don't know how we're going to make it if it's not approved. And I've been fighting this battle since 2022. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. My back has been flaring up, which when I am in excruciating pain, that wreaks havoc on my mental state. I have been diagnosed now with chronic pain syndrome, where the chronic pain that I am in is just wearing on my mind and my mental health. My personal grooming and personal hygiene has been affected. I don't shower as often as I used to. Most days I don't even bother to get dressed because I don't care. And it hurts too much. It causes me too much pain to do these simple things. I mean, it causes me pain to go to the bathroom, but who's going to help me do that? You know, my husband works. Somebody has to. You know, I can't even, help my husband out in the yard. I can't go outside and play with the dogs. I tried to yesterday when my husband was done with work. The dogs were outside and they were messing around, and I was like, all right, well, let me go out and throw the ball a couple times. I was outside for less than 5 minutes, and it's like, okay, no, need to sit down now. Am I even going to make it back into the house? And the answer was no. My husband had to go get my walker and help me get back into the house. So I don't know. I don't know what they expect from me. I don't know why this is taking so long. I mean, I can't even diamond paint for as long as I used to because I can't sit here. I have to get up. I have to move around for a few minutes. Then I'm in pain from moving around. So then I have to sit back down, and I'm constantly having to readjust myself because I can't sit or stand in the same position for more than a few minutes without being in pain. It's just not good. I'm sorry. This plastic is driving me up the wall, but I don't have any cover release papers over on this one part, and I'm afraid I'm going to stick my hand in it. So let me try and shift my body here, and maybe I can avoid the exposed glue, because that plastic cover is ticking me off. For those of you that might be unaware, I did announce last week that I am doing an event for the month of May. It is called Just Breathe 2024. There is a Facebook group for the event. It is going to be linked down in the description box of this video. If you watch the replay of the live from last week, from last Sundays, all the information is in there. Plus, I will have at the end of this video will be the slides for the information, but that is all on the Facebook group. You can participate via Instagram. And if you are not on any form of social media, Instagram or Facebook, you can participate via email. And you can email me. Is that tech support I hear out in the hallway?
Yeah, I was checking to see if you were filming.
I am. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. I just didn't want to start mowing in front here if you're still doing
You're okay. Go ahead. It's not that loud when you're in here. I can barely hear it.
Okay.
You're fine. So see how considerate my husband is. He knew I was filming, and he came to check to see if it was okay if he filmed filmed. Yeah, he's gonna film mowing the lawn. Yeah, no. If he could mow the front of the yard, if it was going to interfere. And I said, I think it'll be okay. I don't really hear the lawnmower too much. So if we do hear it, too bad. Suck it up, guys. He's doing me a solid, and he's making our house look pretty. And I couldn't ask for anything better right now. I am looking forward to later today. Number one son is coming over around 4 o'clock. And we are going to be playing a board game. We're going to play Risk, the three of us. Tabletop. We haven't played tabletop Risk, and oh, good God, it's been a hot minute. I don't know how long he's going to stay. I guess it kind of depends on... You never know how long a game of Risk is going to take. Sometimes, you know, you can complete a game and finish in an hour. Other times, it could be a couple of days before you finish. So we'll have to see how the game goes to see whether or not he sticks around and watches a movie or whatnot. But I'm real excited that he's coming over. I got spoiled there for a little while. He was over for 3 weekends in a row when we were doing our Godzilla movie watch, and I didn't see him last week, so I'm excited that he's coming over tonight, because it'll be 2 weeks since I've seen him. I'm fortunate that he lives about 45 minute drive from here, so he's not too terribly far away, so that I can see him a little more. I know I have a few friends. One of my closest friends, she lives in Chicago and he lives in New York, and so she only sees her son a few times a year, and I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine living that far away from my kids. It kills me that Emily's 4 hours away. But yet, you know, I mean, she's only 4 hours away. but I hate it. So, you know, I've had a lot of time to think about my life and what's going on with me. And I had a very interesting conversation with my therapist this past week. I had a distinct feeling like something was wrong. Something was going on. And I asked some questions, and I was given the nope, everything's fine, everything's good. But I couldn't help shake the feeling that something just something was off. And it wouldn't leave me. No matter what, it just wouldn't go away. So I didn't listen to the part of me that was telling me to be trusting and not to invade someone's privacy. But I couldn't help feeling like something was going on and something was not right. And so I snooped. And lo and behold, I did find that things weren't okay. Things weren't right. And I don't want to disclose the privacy of the individual, so I'm not going to say who or what it was. But the incident, or I guess the topic of what was off, was very triggering to me. Very triggering to me. And I was a mess. Tuesday night, Wednesday, I did not get out of bed for a combination of physical and mental issues. My back was flaring up. And yes, of course, I have noticed that my pain increases when I am mentally triggered, because I can't stop thinking about it then, so it amplifies it. And when I had my therapy session on Wednesday, my therapist reminded me of something that had happened last summer. So last summer, she had a student who was sitting in on sessions with some of the therapists. And I agreed to have this student sit in on one of my telehealth sessions. Well, after the next week, when I saw my therapist again, just me and her, I said to her, don't ever ask me to do that again. And she asked me why. And I said, you were very different during the session. It was not like one of my standard sessions. It's like I didn't even know who you were. You were acting very differently. And I didn't like it. And it was very upsetting. And she did not feel as though that had been the case. Well, she is currently taking a trauma counseling continuing education class. And the trauma counselor that's teaching the class talked about trauma sense. And you know how some people say, well, I just have a sixth sense about things? Well, that's kind of what trauma sense is. Basically, when you have endured the amount of trauma that, for example, I have endured in my life, your central nervous system becomes very sensitive to anything that is different around you. It picks up on the slightest of differences. Things that other people wouldn't even notice. They pick up on. And I was picking up on there being something different with my therapist during that session. As it turns out, it had absolutely nothing to do with the student being in the room. That was just what was different to me, so I therefore assumed that that was what was different. But in fact, my therapist shared with me, not the details, but that at that time she was going through something in her personal life. And that was what I was picking up on. I was picking up on that she was not the same because something was going on. It just had nothing to do with the student. And I had made the wrong assumption. That some people might consider what I did when I had that trauma sense that something was going on with this individual, that I violated their privacy. I snooped around in things that I shouldn't be snooping around in. But that's my mind's and my body's way of protecting me. I knew that something was going on, and I sensed it and picked up on it, that something was going on that was negatively affecting me. I just didn't know what it was. And until I snooped around and I found out what it was. The good news about it is that the topic has been brought up. It has been discussed with the parties that were affected by it. And we are working on moving past it, and some realizations have been made regarding it. And that is all very positive things. So it has been a positive experience with me having this feeling and this sense that something just wasn't right. So basically, it's when you have a gut feeling that something is off, that something is wrong, that something is going on, don't dismiss it. Don't let people convince you that it's you and you're just imagining things, or that you're just batshit cuckoo, because that is your central nervous system's way of, it's like an early warning system. It's preparing you for that other shoe to drop, that it's not going to come out of left field, because you've already been sensing that something is just off. Something is just not right. And it can be a lifesaver. It's a shame that some of us have to possess those skills, because they can't take the shock and awe of something happening out of the blue. But unfortunately, that does happen. And this is our body's central nervous system's way of preparing us for that. So don't ignore it. When you get those feelings and sensations that something is just not right, don't just blow it off. Don't ignore it. Try to dig deeper. Now, I recommend trying to go in a more positive route of trying to address it with the person and hope that they will be honest with you and share with you and tell you what it is that's going on. But unfortunately, that's not always going to be the case. People are not always going to be willing to be honest and forthcoming. And, you know, you're just going to have to accept that and realize that that is definitely a possibility in dealing with, you know, that particular person or a certain situation. So I learned something new this week. I learned that I possess a superpower, which is how I've chosen to look at it, that I have a superpower. I have trauma sense. I have uncovered what it was that I was hypervigilant about. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I had to be hypervigilant about something. And it forced the issue to be dealt with. And so by me digging deeper, I was able to discover what it was and be able to have a conversation with the person regarding it. The best part about the whole thing is that I didn't just jump into emotional overreaction. Oh, I emotionally reacted. Don't get me wrong. But I did it to myself. I didn't go off the deep end and lash out and attack the person that this was happening with. I talked about it with my therapist. I had time to process it. I talked through it with some friends and was able to talk and address it in a healthier manner, I guess is how I want to put it, in a more productive manner. And I was able to actually identify the feelings I was having about it and convey them to this person. And that was a big deal for me. It was upsetting that the person that I was dealing with didn't acknowledge that I had handled it in a more mature and productive manner than what I have in the past. And that was a little upsetting. I am someone who needs credit for those kind of things when, you know, I do something positive like that. And it was a little upsetting that I didn't get that, you know, positive, good job, you know, attaboy kind of response. I'm sure I will get it when I tell my therapist that, because she will, I'm pretty sure, respond in that manner and give me that way to go. But, you know, I don't talk to her for another week. So I hope there's not a lot of this color left, because I don't have many of these drills left. And I am not quite halfway through this painting. So, you know, I guess we'll see going forward. Relationships are just so hard. They are just so hard. And they take so much work. And I can't help, guys, but feel like sometimes I wonder, is it really all worth it? Is it really worth being or having, you know, multiple relationships? And is it really supposed to be this difficult and this hard? You know, I have a friend who, it's not an in-person friend, it's an online friend. And it's like we seem to be able to have conversations here and there that are cool and, you know, just, hey, how's it going? You know, what you working on? You know, that kind of thing. And it's all great. But then something will happen and one of us ends up pissing the other one off with something that we said. And it's almost like I feel like whenever I talk with this person that I have to be like extra careful about what I say, how I say it. And it's literally emotionally draining. And I find myself asking myself, holy cow, is a friendship supposed to be this hard? And I'm like, I don't know, folks. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I don't know if I'm cut out for having, you know, personal relationships with people. I'm like, I don't know that I can do this. I don't know that I want to do this if it's this difficult and this exhausting. You know, it's hard enough for me to deal with my own family, much less having to deal with someone that at the end of the day doesn't really have any bearing on my day-to-day life. You know, I don't have to interact with this person. I'm not their mother. I'm not their wife. I'm not, you know, their sister or aunt or, you know, anything. It's a personal choice to be a part of this person's life. And it's like, does it really need to be that difficult? Why does it have to be so straining? I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I am going to bring this up again right before I wrap everything up here. Because I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about this week. I can say that one of the things that my therapist was concerned about when I talked to her was me engaging in self-harm. And she said, please, if you do, or you're coming close to considering doing that, please contact me, reach out. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday or Sunday. Please just reach out and let's not go there. And I just lost the stopper to my tray, people. Oh, I see it. All right, give me 1 second. It fell underneath my art desk. There we go. I got it. And I didn't. Not only did I not engage in any self-harm, I didn't even have to prevent myself from doing it. It wasn't even a consideration in my mind. And that was really good. And that was amazing for me. So I was very, very happy, very pleased with myself for that I didn't go there. I didn't have to stop myself. Maybe that is a hurdle that I have overcome. I did have to fight the urge to not run away. And I mean physically run away, to not just get in the car and drive off. Those feelings did arise. I was able to curb them and prevent them from happening. So that was at least something. So, all right, guys. Well, before I go here, I do want to touch on something because it is still happening. And I don't know if it's that these people are new and didn't know. I have a Facebook group that I have started. It is linked down below. All are welcome to join. I will be sharing some of the personal aspects of my life there. Not all, but some. Do not send me friend requests, please. Unless you are a Patreon member, do not send me a friend request. I have to have some boundaries to protect my family and myself. My Facebook page, personal profile page, is just that. It is personal. It is about my family. I post pictures of my children there. I post pictures of my husband, family events we take part in, places we go, etc. And that is not for people that I don't know, so to speak. My Patreons, I know a lot more than I do other people. It is also a small enough group that I can keep it a little more regulated than I can if it was a huge amount of people, which if it is ever turns out to be that, which I would love for it to be, then I might even have to rethink letting my Patreons friend request me. It is not personal. It is not that I don't want to be friends with you. It's that I do not know you. And unfortunately, there are a lot of creepy people out there. I have already had issues with a subscriber that was not very kind to me. And I have had issues with another subscriber giving out my address and stuff. And I have to have boundaries and I have to protect my family. And that is what it all boils down to. If I get to know you through my group, through my channel, you become my Patreon and you're going to be part of our Zoom chats, then that's a different story. But for those of you who are not, that is not, that's not okay. And I can't. And I hope you understand that. It really bothers me, and I really hate having to hit decline when I receive those friend requests. But I don't have a choice, guys. I really don't. I have to look out for and protect my family. You know, I have a 32-year-old autistic daughter who cannot look out for herself, who cannot take care of herself. I have, you know, a 23-year-old daughter who is away at school, where I cannot protect her other than doing this and not opening my personal life up to everyone, that you can see, you know, where I live or what I'm doing or where I'm going to be at, and that kind of thing. And I really hope that you don't take it personally, that you don't get upset, and that you just understand, that you just get it. I really hope that you do understand and know that it is not that I don't want to know you. I do want to know you, but I have to protect my family. So with that, I am going to wrap things up here. If you enjoyed this video, you know, do the things, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. At the end of this video, I will have the information, sponsor posts, and a pre-approved kit list, and all the rules and everything for the event, Just Breathe, will be posted. Keep an eye out for sponsor highlight videos as the prizes come in. Right now, guys, we have over 52 prizes to give away. I had yet another person reach out today that wants to sponsor and is donating 2 gift cards. I will have prizes for international. We have gotten enough gift card donations that I can do prizes for international that will not require anyone to have to pay shipping. I am asking that when we do start giving out prizes, I am going to wait to ship prizes until all prizes have been given out. The reason being, unless it's a gift card, the reason being is that I am having to pay the shipping. I am personally covering the shipping of all of your prizes. I'm waiting to see if someone wins more than one prize, because there are not going to be a huge amount of participants, I don't believe. I think as of the filming of this, there were 15 people that have registered with the Google form. Obviously, we have another week until it's May 1st and the event starts, so that could all change. But, you know, I don't think there's going to be like 800-900 people, you know, kind of deal. So the possibilities of someone winning more than one prize during the course of the event are very real. And it will be more cost effective for me to wait and then ship all prizes that you win at one time. So hopefully everyone understands that. Hopefully that's not going to cause any problems. Like I said, if you win a gift card, that will be different. So far, most people are sending me the gift card code, so I will have them to give out directly. If not, you will be contacted immediately, and so will the person who's giving out the gift card so that you can get that gift card. I am trying to streamline it that my sponsors don't have to be bogged down with trying to meet their customer demands, plus then having to give out codes and answer that kind of stuff for prize winners. So I'm trying to cut that part out and make it more of an expedited process. I am going to tell you that if you are willing to help cover the shipping for your prizes that you win, please let me know that, and I am not going to turn you away. I am not made out of money. I will be using any money that is donated to my channel. And I can tell you 100% right now that in the last 30 days, I have had exactly $15 donated to my channel. That's going to cover one person's shipping. So I am trying not to take the money out of my personal family finances, but I might not have a choice. And considering I don't know whether or not I'm going to have a paycheck going forward, that's a little frightening. My husband told me not to worry, that no matter what, the prizes will be sent, so you don't have to worry about that. That's not going to be the case. You know, but just as an FYI, if anyone is willing to help out and pay the shipping for their prizes, let me know when you win. If anyone is willing to help sponsor the event and donate in terms of helping out with shipping costs, please feel free to make a donation, buy me a snowball, and put down that it is for prize shipment, and I will make sure that those funds only go toward paying for shipping for the prizes. You can also make a donation, friends and family, through PayPal. My PayPal email is the email that is listed down below that you can contact me with. And you can send it friends and family so that I don't have to get stuck with the fees as well. That would be great. So anyone that is willing to do that and help out with the event in that manner, that would be fantastic. Once again, you are not required to, okay? But I am, for the sake of minimizing the number of shipments, will be waiting until all prizes have been given out. So if you win a physical prize that is not a gift card or gift certificate, please know that your items are not going to be shipped until the first week of June, okay? After grand prizes have been given out on June 2nd. That will be my priority, to get everything shipped out that week. All right, guys? All right. Well, thank you all for being here with me today. I hope to see you again soon. I hope to see you in the Facebook group and the event page. And remember, everybody, just breathe. And without the darkness, we'd never see the stars. Bye, guys.